Deuteronomy 28. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Most High God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. But if thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Most High, to observe and do all his commandments, then curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these lies and delusions, wake me up, show me a new dawn. Open your eyes, rise, children of light. I am awakened, I am awakened.
Seek out the ways of the heathen to make a covenant with Satan's government. Turn their face away from the Most High, evil desire. 2 Kings 17 said they passed their sons and daughters through the fire. They begin cutting divine spiritual ties, clinging to the heathen lies. Evil spirits bind, breaking souls, breaking spirits, ripping flesh, breaking minds. Running from the Most High wrath on the blood-stained path. 70 AD, Israelites fall. The Most High's chosen seed go into captivity. Hebrew Israelites watch nations rise. They watch nations fall. Four beasts, Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece. We pray for the fall of the fourth beast. Under the iron foot of Rome, we long to go home. A hopeless nation lies dead in the valley of the dry bones. Simulation of Shemites to Hamite clones. Israelites wrong.
All these lies and delusions, wake me up, show me a new dawn. Open your eyes, rise, children of light. I am awakened, I am awakened.
Israelites enslaved to build a wicked nation. No true identity, only tribulations. Fed scraps of swine, we eat the worst of the animal kind. Used, confused, they set us in high places to be abused. Control the tribe, control the tribe. Our leaders take bribes to continue the lies. Four beasts behind the scene in the skies, watching with the all-seeing eye. The heathen take flight into a new world order. Hebrews sleepwalking into a wicked system that's gonna fall. Awake, awake, reject Babylon. Hear the trumpet of awakening throughout the day and night. Awake, the Most High's people, the Israelites. The earth has swallowed the flood of deception. The harvest ripe for collection. His people are walking, standing like a mighty army. The Most High has summoned, the Hebrews are coming. Awake, come out of captivity. Awake, you who sleep. Arise, receive the Most High's laws and commandments. We are the Israelites.
In my mind, all these lies and delusions, wake me up, show me a new dawn. Open your eyes, rise, children of light. I am awakened, I am awakened. All these lies and delusions, wake me up, show me a new dawn. Open your eyes, rise, children of light. I am awakened, I am awakened. Israelite's journey.
Yahuwah Elohim, come on now. This is the end of the road for me.
Do you know who you are? Great Mother, listen to me. Do you know who you are? Ahava Ezra Sarah, the wife of the servant of the Most High? You reminded us women that we're a part of the redemptive story. You're our judge, our under-shepherdess. Don't let the adversary shut you up. That's what he wants. He wants you to give up. He wants you to feel like there's no hope for you. There's no grace, there's no mercy, there's no compassion for you, but Yahuwah is with you.
What you need? What you need? I got you.
Thank you. I just need support.
You know them weapons. They be forming.
But they ain't one prosper yet.
You have to come bigger than that. You know the enemy tried to pursue me. Tried to take me on my throne, but he can't cool me. Still serve the Most High, that's why they fuming. Loyal to the throne, go ahead and prove me. 7 times, though I fall, I rise. 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 Don't rejoice over me, or my enemies, cause when I fall, I shall rise, I shall rise, I shall rise. Don't rejoice over me, or my enemies, cause when I fall, I shall rise, I shall rise, I shall rise. Persecuted but not forsaken, 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 persecuted but not forsaken. Yah will be a light to me, so I will not lose heart. Momentary adversity cannot weigh or hold me down. I love you devotedly, fervently, my strength, oh my Yah. Those 7 times I've been tried, it built me up from inside. So I pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, my bed and walk. Then I lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Praises to the Most High One. I pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, my bed and walk. Then I lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Praises to the Most High One. Give my praises for His graces. 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 Big energy cannot die. No die. Big energy cannot die. No die. I said big energy cannot die. No die. No die. Big energy cannot die. No die. Truth always will prevail. No lies. No lies. I said truth always prevails. No lies. No lies. Truth always prevails. No lies. No lies. I said truth always prevails. No lies. No lies.
Whoa. That's the end?
What happened? Play that back.
Shalom, 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 shalom. How is everybody doing?
Good. Everybody's good.
Everybody's good. That's the way we are supposed to be then, right?
Yeah,
I'd like to
man.
welcome y'all to the Truth Be Told Flex podcast. Y'all know who I am. Oshia Yeshua Judah. We got Ayo Ben Yahoo in the house.
Ben Ayo.
Blessing, brother. Good to have you. We got Banat Shalahaya as well in the house. And we got
our
family up in the house.
Yeah, she ain't even special guest.
Right, exactly. Yeah, she ain't even special guest. She family.
Yes, she's special family. There we go.
Exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring family in.
Yeah. There she
is. Yeah, there she is. How you doing, Delta?
Sis.
I am good, my brother. Shalom to y'all. Shalom, sis, in the background. Shalom to everybody in the chat. Hey.
Shalom.
We live in the place.
Yeah, I brought Delta in. It was I did all right, but not. Oh, okay. I ain't think. See, I didn't think so. Yeah, I can't see her. She said.
But now I'll be like, get back out.
It's Delta. She family, so she good.
Right.
He don't ever follow the program, do he, sis?
No, never. Never. It's okay though. Like I said, it's Delta, so it's all good.
Right.
You know she human resource. She told me some years back I'm a human resource nightmare. So I get they go to say right there. I don't follow programs. Yeah,
Y'all are getting better with the emails though. Y'all are getting better with the emails though. I gotta give y'all that.
Yeah, we get there.
Yeah,
we get there.
Yeah, we get now.
We teach by teach. We teaching.
I see Shaka Boom in the house. Dialect 12 in the house. Shalom.
Oh, I was wondering where he was.
Jamil the Trunk Rider in the house. Explain, okay, Delta, I know I'm finna sound slow, but explain to me, turn up the lights. Is it, okay, turn up the lights, the Light Hebrew magazine. I know the Light Hebrew magazine is turn up the lights another part of.
Turn up the lights is just our social media. Yeah, turn up the lights is just our social media. Yeah, it's just our social media. The Light Hebrew magazine is the actual magazine publication, and Turn Up the Lights is just our social media platforms, and the Light Media Group is everything collectively together.
Gotcha.
Right. We turning up the lights on everybody.
Exactly.
Bright lights. What's that?
Bright light.
The gremlin say bright light. Turning up on everybody.
Yes, indeed.
Malak Yahoo is in the house. May is in the house.
Full deck.
We got a full deck, man. JOL, I don't know if I mentioned, just shout out to that brother. IME man. Y'all sleeping on it.
IMTV.
That brother had Fred Hammond on the show.
That's crazy.
He done had a lot of people on there. It's another actor. It's an act. He be having some of everybody on his show, and Jay just be like humble with it. He don't even tell nobody. He just posts
Right.
Yeah, but it's irritating because he definitely has everybody on his show, and he's a big supporter of everybody. And I feel like everybody that's been on his show should be sharing it, just like this one. Dang, everybody be getting their videos played. Everybody be getting shout outs and stuff. We need for everybody to support, but I'm just shut up.
Yeah, you know how we roll.
It needs to be said.
I mean, I just said the other week, Sheer has the Mo Talk, and he do a great job in the topics he have. But that channel was way behind in subscribers to this channel, and it done passed this channel. And again, that channel is less Israelites. I'm just saying, I don't.
You know how we do.
You roll, so you right, sis.
Yeah, they don't want to support.
AOL, this show are probably the top two shows out, and that could be why it don't get pushed a lot by people, because people know it's the top 2 shows and they feel like overnight, if they share it, the last thing people gonna remember about they stuff is that, oh, he shared them two Truth Be Told and IMTV. Let's take his money. I don't know.
When they need something promoted or something, they'll be hoping, you know what I'm saying, that it go across that, you know, the Truth Be Told, IMTV. But I'm gonna tell JOL, for somebody been doing it for a minute. Don't get discouraged, brother. Keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
Who they are. I show them love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I feature you in the magazine and you know you ain't paid me, you need to share it.
There you go.
Hello.
You need to tell somebody to advertise. You know what I'm saying? You need to tell somebody else that got somebody to advertise in it. You need to share this podcast. When your album come out, you need to drop the Cash App to your brothers and try to get an interview on that platform. Now, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess we have to spell it out for y'all, Barney style, for y'all to get it.
Say Delta be on here spanking people.
I need to bring Delta back every week.
I'm telling you,
record this. This is gonna be a part of our show. This part, I'm gonna cut this and paste it, intro, and then this, and then we start the show.
Get him, Delta.
There's no game.
I'm telling you. Tell the truth, shame the devil.
I am sick of them.
Yeah.
Yes, they need come on now. Everybody always say, we need to support. We need to support. Y'all have platforms that support. Y'all so jealous and envious and think y'all all that and stuck on vainglory and hating on each other that you don't want to do it. But then when you got something popping and don't nobody show you no love, now you mad making posts like people hating on you. Ain't nobody hating on you. They give you the same energy you gave them.
Hey.
Tell the truth, shame.
Turn up the lights. We got a fire up in there. We need to put the fire out. But hey,
shots fired.
Everything she's saying is facts.
Facts on facts.
Yo, that's for real.
Turn up the lights.
Turn up the lights. You know what the roaches do when you turn the lights on? You know
they scatter.
They scatter.
They be going everywhere.
Well, they say when you throw a rock in a pack of dogs, the one that yelp is the one you hit.
Exactly. So I yelp, and best believe I'm paying attention. I want to see who got something to say about what was said tonight.
You'll see tomorrow or this week. They've been making lives throwing subliminals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're gonna keep on throwing subliminals and not be direct. That's what they're gonna continue to do. Continue to hate. It's a dang shame.
I catch subliminals and eat them.
Yeah.
I told y'all I got 5 old heads parked around the corner in an Astro van right now. Why ready to
play?
Not the Astro van.
And he don't look like Samuel L. Jackson for Black Snake Moan.
Listen. Hey, look, you know when the old people point at you, when the old heads point at you with 2 fingers, well, you know that. Boy, didn't I tell you to get on out there and cut that grass?
Right.
You know they
I'm tickled tonight.
Girl, they in here now, not coming out.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
They probably done put that finger up and eased on up out.
Tipping out.
They done put that finger up and eased on up out of here.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
It was you we were talking about, you know.
Right.
Yeah, that's enough of that. Let's get on with it, though, Delta. I know you got some announcements, things you need to talk about. Before you get out of here, I do want you to introduce the Truth Be Told Flex podcast to what's her name? The new chick. The videos that I just played.
Oh, our sister Ahava Ezra Sarah, also known as Bobina. Sis go hard. I'm gonna go ahead and give sis her flowers. She is coming on with it. I'm talking about the modest wardrobe. I'm talking about the dances, the dancers, the content, back-to-back top quality content. She is married, and her and her husband don't have a problem loving on each other in public.
That's right.
They have a baby. They have a congregation. Shout out to Reset the Frequency. They are in Detroit,
man.
Michigan, doing their thing. I think they
Oh, wow,
so hard.
Detroit.
I thought they were from Dallas.
Look, that's what I told Delta this morning. I said I thought they were from Dallas. They got a Dallas swag for real, and I'm glad to see I wasn't the only one. Yeah, they got a Dallas swag. Oh,
and you know they from Dallas.
Yeah, you know what I love.
To the drip and sip.
Yeah, gotta get them to the drip and sip. And you know what real quick, I'm sorry. You know what I love about her music and their music is that it has identity. It has an authenticity about it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's purposeful.
Yeah. That video that I showed this morning, a while ago.
Yeah.
Delta, get the name of that video because y'all didn't see the whole video. I had to actually cut half of it so it could fit for the show tonight. It's like a mini movie before the music starts.
Say it again.
Reset.
Yeah, it's called
Reset.
Yeah, I had to cut half of it.
Yeah, it's nice.
They remind me of like old school. You know how like in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s, they was wearing a futuristic funkadelic outfits, and they were talking about spaceships.
Modern day Black Panthers.
They bring they got a Black Panther swag with Hebrew flavor that's out of this world, and I love it. I love it.
It's like a Hebrew Arrested Development kind of thing.
Yes.
You know Nappy Roots. That's what we're missing. Yeah, that's what we're missing. They
dope, man. Her visuals are the chain. And her videos are not shot with an iPhone. Those are not iPhone videos.
Hey, not too much on the iPhone.
Okay. Look at Delta sipping us.
She's sipping on her solo cup. Delta said, "I'm out. I'm out of it."
I'm gonna tell you something, babe. I'm gonna tell you something. What's her name again? I don't want to mess it up. She's too dope. Say her name.
We just gonna call her Bobina.
Bobina Production. For real. For you new artists that's coming out, she is setting the bar. For real. Real talk. She's setting the bar. If you can't come close to it, I'm like, and I'm not telling nobody to put nothing away, but look, this is some professional stuff that she got. She is for real setting the bar in the nation, man. And I was talking to Delta. Delta say that she just pretty much barely came out. She turning music over that fast, man. I ain't think nobody could turn music over faster than Jamil the Truck Rattler. Hey,
right.
I ain't think nobody could turn music over faster than Jamil.
Jamil drop an album every week.
You might got some competition, Jamil.
Competition now, Trump Rattler. Bobina on that head.
That's what happened.
She on it.
Still coming with it.
Yeah.
I like the family unit though that they have going on. Like you see the crowd of them. That's their congregation. They all got costumes on. They all dancing. They all got something to do. They all got a kid. That's how you do it.
Everybody.
You see Jamil say we're gonna team up. We're gonna team up into every day.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the way it's supposed to be. Talking about that's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, man.
Yeah. But let's get to it though, Delta. What you got for us?
Since you're gonna have to help me out with my screen. What order are we going in? Let's see.
There we go.
We got a lot going on this week. And so yes, the Drip and Sip number 6 is definitely coming soon. I locked that date March 9th, 2025, we are now accepting submissions for artists, vendors, and media to be a part of the event. We are not haters. We are not in competition with anybody. If you are a media company, a publicist, a magazine, a radio station that shows love to righteous talent, holler at us. We want you at the Drip and Sip covering the event, covering our artists. All artists that are righteous and conscious, music makers, we are interested in you performing. Submit your music, submit at least 2 songs to the email that's on the screen, and somebody will get back to you no later than December 1st to say, if you've been approved or not. There is a board of people that are going to vote. There are 7 people that vote on what artists get approved. After that, it gets approved, then you will get, some information in the email about that. The Drip and Sip is just that, the Drip and Sip. So you gotta come, you gotta drip in your own flavor. It's not formal, but some people do come formal. You could wear tennis shoes, you could wear heels, you could wear cowboy boots, you could just come dripped out in your flavor on the go. This year we gonna definitely have the gold carpet with the interviews and everything going on. It is going to be at a different location. I will give all that information out in a couple of weeks, but it's not going to be at Wix. I know Sheer had been asking me if it was going to be there, and it's not going to be there this year. We just need more space. Yeah, everybody. That's just what it is. I love my brother, but we just need more space. We're just continuously growing.
You don't grow.
Yep.
Absolutely. So it's going to be in Grand Prairie, Texas. That's near Dallas and near Arlington. Yes, ma'am. If you are interested in the swag bag, we want you to put your business cards, your product samples, your keychains, bumper stickers, all this type of stuff to advertise and get some exposure for your company in our swag bags. We're going to be giving them out at all the upcoming events that we have leading up until the Drip and Sip. So if you're interested in getting your company, getting some exposure and taking advantage of our street team, then make sure that you contact us on our website, and we will definitely take care of you.
And sis, I apologize. I don't know what happened to the other slides. I don't know if I accidentally got deleting my blank screens, but that's the last one I have. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Okay, so that it's all good because I can go from the dome. Our brother Jamil, his album Yahuwahville is on the way. It will be released on December 20th. Right now, he has a single off the album streaming going crazy, featuring our brother Eliyah and Yom. Jamil definitely knows how to go and get the features and put them together. This album that's coming up, I'm very excited to hear some of the music that's on there. My husband's featured on there rapping. I'm on there doing skits. I know Ayob is on there. It is going down. Like he said, it is up. It is up. It is up. I'm so excited. Jamila is already going to be one of the performing artists at the Drip and Sip, so you guys can look forward to that. The only artist that's been booked thus far is Jamil and Obadiah Yahoo. So, and we already know our brother Ayob and Yahoo is going to be hosting. It is going to be up, and y'all need to come on.
It's going to be lit with just those 3 right there.
Finna outdrip the house of Ayob.
We stay drippy.
Nobody.
Okay. Come through.
Not so.
Stay drippy.
Nobody.
No, you're.
I'm trying to audition.
He trying to audition on the cool.
All right, you're gonna be opening up.
I'm auditioning.
Don't let him do it, y'all.
I get to sipping. I get to sipping a little bit. I get up.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Now, why you won't call me that? Now, when the Drip and Sip come, remember this conversation because I'm gonna say that did y'all.
Right.
Go ahead and put
I'm gonna have old people. I'm gonna have old people memory. Yeah.
He ain't gonna remember.
I ain't gonna remember that. I don't remember that at all. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look.
She said Ayo be showing up with 3 outfits. You ain't lying, Jamil.
Yeah.
He do.
Yeah.
And she killing with all
shoes and socks to match.
I told y'all,
Right?
I'm coming on with ice skates this year.
I'm trying to figure out how to get one outfit together.
Yeah.
I know I gotta stay dripped out.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I showed up in jeans and t-shirt last year. And I said, man, I'm underdressed. I just feel.
I'm gonna show up with a Mickey Mouse tuxedo on this year.
Yeah, no, not the Mickey Mouse.
Yeah,
Black
I'm
and
gonna
white.
come on with it. I'm gonna come on with it this year too. I'm gonna have to come on with it this year. Especially if Bobina them coming. We can't, y'all. We got to get on our game if they gonna come. They gonna come stepping.
They gonna come stepping.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, I am definitely excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yes.
Yes, can't
I
wait.
could just see their performance starting off like some
That's
Back to America type stuff. Start, you know what I'm saying? I can just see their performance just blowing everything out.
I love it.
Yes, family. If y'all listening, please contact us about the trick and sip because we really, really, really want to see you guys. So yeah, that's what we got. We still have Jubilee Holidays, Hoodies and Hope event going down on December 11th. If you guys want to donate, buy hoodies, ship them to us, whatever, we have that going on. That event is going to be December 11th. We're accepting donations until December 9th. So hey, that's what we got. That's what we got. The new issue of The Light will be out Friday morning. So if you have not subscribed to our website, make sure that you go and subscribe to plhmagazine.net. We have a spicy, controversial issue coming out this time. So make sure that you guys go and look forward to it.
Oh, shucks.
And this is why I like when Delta shows up. You see how she did those announcements?
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing.
Off the dome.
Exactly. I'm over here with notes and still forgetting stuff.
Slides.
Off the dome.
Yep.
Delta been doing what she do for a long time.
I've been running my mouth for a living. Yeah. I've been at this 25 years. I've been running my mouth for 25 years.
That's what I was about to say, man. If y'all don't support my sister Delta, please do, because I'm gonna tell you, it is not easy what she do, and you know, it's not cheap what she do either. I don't know if you guys have seen that Light Hebrew magazine. And she don't put that together just for herself. She put that together for the nation.
Or for her health.
And there's so many artists right now who is benefiting from the Light Hebrew magazine.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if they are reciprocating the love that this sister has shown. So Delta, from the Truth Be Told Flex podcast, I'm sure I can talk for everybody that's here. We appreciate you. We love you. We thank you.
Yes.
Whatever it is that you need from us, just a phone call away. And that is not lip service. That's real talk.
Right.
Absolutely. I already know, because you done already showed and proved. The scripture tell us to prove a friend, and everybody that's on this panel been proved themselves.
Come on with
that's just what that is. It's all love over here. But love, and we definitely don't do the magazine for us. We doing it for the lost children. They need to see it. When you in the world and you talking to your folks, you talking to your family members, and they like, man, what is this stuff you got going on? You can send them a link of The Light, and they gonna see the flavor. They gonna see the love. They gonna see that we not lame Catholics in church. They gonna see that we do got flavor. They gonna see that we're not judgmental, that we all come from something, and we were talented enough to take what we in the world and the gifts that the Most High blessed us with, and now we put them together for His fruit, for His love,
right,
for His display.
Come on,
yes, indeed.
That's what it's about. And no, it's not open. We're not open for everybody to advertise in it. If I know that you're in the dark, you're not going to be in the light. I have that right.
That's right.
That's right. It's yours.
I have that right.
It's yours.
If the light in you be darkness, how great is the darkness? Right. If the light in you be darkness, how great is the darkness?
We are not on accord, or not in an accord with the darkness over here.
That's right. We hate it.
Right.
We hate the darkness. What
that is what it is.
Say? Expose them.
Come on.
Don't come on. Them. Expose them. And it's so much going on in the world, y'all.
Oh, man. It's so much going on in the world. Right. It's so much going on in the world.
I love you, Magnificent.
They don't need to see us hating on each other and doing. They need to see us like you said, loving on each other and showing each
Loving
other
on each
love,
Loving on each other.
Right.
and making sure our gifts are sacrificing to the Most High first. Because when you don't do that,
That's
when you
right.
don't sacrifice into the Most High, it becomes competition, and it becomes
Becomes
a one up,
competition,
trying
and
to
it
one up
also
each
become
other.
a stench in his nose too,
Come
in
on,
his nostril.
that's it.
And I do not want to give
that's-
anything that the Most High is going
That's
to
where-
reject.
That's where a lot of us
Yo.
are right now, unfortunately.
And I don't want fake love either. I don't
Come
want
on.
fake love either. I want, if you fake love, I want you to stay way over there, because I
Over
don't
there.
need you over here.
Right,
I don't need your shadows. I don't need you tainting anything. I'm moving like a turtle, like the Most High want me to.
right.
We're gonna just be blessed by the people that He's sent. We okay. We
That's
have our families. We have our houses in order. We okay.
That's
We
right.
loving the people that
Man.
love us, and I'm loving life right now. Hey,
Come on.
Right. That's
I
how
love
it's
y'all
supposed to
and
be.
love
Peace like a river.
Yo.
Peace like a
Delta, we love you. We be looking forward
I
to
love y'all
this
too.
particular week every month. So yeah, we can't wait till you come back. We're gonna make sure that everybody that needs to know about the Drip is Silk. We got Peace Soul coming real soon, y'all. So man, y'all look for that. That's gonna be an epic one, y'all. Peace.
Jamil said, in other words,
Peace
go
Soul is
long.
gonna give us some knowledge, man. That's a wise brother, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that is a wise
Yes,
brother.
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So with that being
Because he be
said,
dropping. Okay.
yeah,
Peace
Peace
Soul.
Thank
Soul.
y'all for having me.
Yes, we
Thank y'all
appreciate you.
for
We love
having
you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we love you. We'll talk to you later, sister.
All right,
All
sis.
right, love
Shalom.
y'all back. I'll see
Shalom.
y'all in the chat.
Yes, sir. So, shalom, sis.
Yes,
Always a pleasure having
indeed.
us, sis.
Yeah, man. Energy always great too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's when I love when she come to the show, because I can't do what she do. She be on 10 with it. She make you think.
Yep.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Sis, be on it. Be on it.
All right. So just a few not announcements, but a few topics that did not make it to our main topics this week. And they are, so I don't know if you remember this guy, I cannot think of his name, but his neighbor filed a lawsuit against him. Another neighbor filed a lawsuit against him for watering his neighbor's grass. They were out of town, and he took it upon himself to water their yard while they were out. And neighbor across the street, a Karen-esque neighbor, decided they were going to call the police on him. And when they called the police on him, they came, they asked him maybe one or two questions, and they decided to arrest him. And initially he had filed a lawsuit, and the judge ruled that his lawsuit was not permissible, so they threw it out. Well, they have since come back and said that his lawsuit is permissible, so he is now suing the police department in the town that he lives in. So we'll follow this one and see where this one goes. I don't remember. I'll have to look it up and tell you. I told y'all I got
What
delete
charge
happy.
is you? So I'm guessing
Trespassing.
You got arrested for trespassing.
They arrested him for trespassing, but now he is suing the police department because, like I said, they really only asked him a couple of questions.
What the neighbor got to about it, who benefited from getting his water moisture.
They haven't interviewed him. If they did, it was a while back. This is resurfaced though. This happened in 2022.
Yeah, like what would be the outcome of the lawsuit? What are you gonna take a syringe and suck up all the droplets of water off?
He's suing the police.
He's suing the police department.
He's suing the police
for wrongful arrest.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about I guess I'm talking about the neighbor. Why? Like, what would be the outcome or the charge? Abuse to grass? Like that's like
being Karen-esque.
What is?
They got Karen-esque motives. Oh yeah, she said he's a preacher. His name is Michael Jennings.
Michael Jennings.
So yeah. So Nick Bosa is going to be fined, y'all. I don't know if enough people started making noise about it. Found an issue with it, but they decided to fine him. Now, if I was Nick Bosa, I'm just saying, I would be a little upset that I'm getting fined for speaking my mind or doing a quick little advertisement, and somebody else did something. In my opinion, I think it's far worse than what he doing or what he did by wearing his "Make America Great Again" cap. So he is getting fined. We'll see if he appeals it. And poor Cuba is getting beat up left and right. First, they had major power outages, 2 major power outages. Then they got hit with a Category 3 hurricane last week. And then this week, they just got hit with a 6.8 magnitude earthquake. So bless their hearts. Poor Cuba is going through right now.
Man, there's judgment in the land, more good.
Isn't it? So Netanyahu just finally came out and said that he's the one who approved the pager attacks against Hezbollah. So he's taking full credit for those attacks. It's gonna
pager attacks. Really?
Yep. He said he orchestrated or he approved it.
This stuff. I ain't seen that at all. That's crazy.
I ain't see that's crazy. See, but now to be honest, because I was wondering. Remember, we did that story a couple episodes ago about the pagers and the cell phones exploding, and now, and I was wondering, I was like, who is going to take responsibility? Because they were saying it was Iran or Iraq, and now here's high income. Oh,
yeah,
I'm the
one taking credit for it. Yeah, I did it.
Wow.
All right. So if you haven't heard this or haven't seen this,
hold up. Did he deny that he was behind it the first time when it actually happened? Do you know?
I don't remember if he actually denied it, but he certainly was very quiet about it.
Yeah, Israel was like, no comment. Remember this? We did that topic, and I think one of us noted that Israel was like, at this time we have no comment.
Yeah, they were pretty kind of silent on it.
Kind of silent. So now we see why.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you hadn't already heard, there were mass text messages that went out to apparently only Black people, letting them various different texts, letting them know that they had been selected to pick cotton at the nearest plantation. Now, how whoever infiltrated and whoever was able to get people's phone numbers and identify that these were Black people and send them these text messages were absolutely insane. But I know somebody personally who got one. Because at first, I wasn't necessarily, I won't say I didn't believe it, but it didn't make a lot of sense to me. Now, having seen this multiple times and knowing somebody personally who actually shared the text message they received with their actual name attached to it, these are some of the text messages that were going out. And it went out in a couple of different forms. But this was insane to me.
Yeah. This is a to me, in my opinion, this is a bold statement from somebody who won the election. This is what they have in their heart of hearts. This is what they feel. And we can't say that the candidate actually feel like this, but the people,
I think for me, the bigger question was, how did they identify only Black people to be able to send this? So it has to be something either they signed up for. I don't know how, but even I can't remember the lady's name, but they asked her how would that even be possible, and she didn't even understand. She's over like communications for the government, and she didn't even understand how they were able to get text messages specifically sent to specific people, and only Black people.
Yeah, it's something. I mean, we have no idea how the database work, how they and the information that they know. Like, I've been saying for years about myself. I said, them jokers know who I am. You know what I'm saying? They watch us. They know. And so with that going out, I'm in agreement with yo, but at the same time, you have got to ask yourself the question, which is what you saying, where are the text messages coming from? Like me and Nayo was talking about it. We can all be in the same room at the same, could be 100 people in the same room at the same time. And let's take a concert, got thousands of people at the concert in one city. If the Amber Alert go out, everybody in that concert cell phone gonna go off at the same time. So they got the means of sending stuff like that. I don't think that this is like an individual or a common person like you and I who's doing this. This is a technical This is somebody in a higher position that is somewhere that is doing this here. That's in it. And what they're doing is they are inciting a riot spirit amongst the people. That's what they're doing. So the best thing for us as black people to do, I'm talking all black people, whether you believe Hebrew or not, best thing for you to do is for real, like ignore that. You know what I'm saying? Don't give that no energy, because that's what they want. And they want us to feed energy off of that.
Right.
Yeah, and if you pay attention to the text messages, though, they came in slightly different. Like this top one says, "Greetings, William Hines." So it specifically picked his first and last name. And then the one next to it, "Morning Negro Breed."
Mm-hmm.
Then you have "Greetings, Talia J," and then "Greetings, Monet M." They all vary a little bit differently in terms of what they say.
The message is the same. You've been selected to pick cotton.
You've been selected to pick cotton. Yep.
That's crazy.
Insane.
Yep.
Where's the nearest plantation at? With no,
down here in South Carolina, you got them. There's a few of them right up the street.
There's some in Texas too.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. Yeah, it's gonna get weird out here, man.
Oh, it's done got weird.
Y'all remember the situation last year where I walked into the store and dude at the gas station kind of was like, "Oh yeah, what time and day y'all on Mondays? Oh no, y'all on Wednesdays." I was like, "What? How you do that? Are you?" So like Cher said, they watching, man. They know they know, man. They know.
Well, and speaking of, it's gonna get weird. We're gonna talk a little bit about some of this later, but
man,
his cabinet picks.
Dude don't even wash his hands. Dude said on Fox he ain't washed his hands in 10 years.
Who? Which one said that?
The third one, though. That's gonna taking over the what's the general that got missing and had a
and I forgot to put his name up here.
I forget his name, but he's gonna be the director of like
the defense. Is that the
defense secretary?
Defense secretary.
The defense secretary.
Okay, then that dude, Dirk, he ain't washed his hands in what?
He said he ain't washed his hands in 10 years. He said that he don't believe in germs. He can't see them, so he don't believe them.
Oh,
said, bruh, you nasty.
Okay.
Whether you believe in germs or not, nigga, dirt is real.
He said he ain't washed his hands in almost 10 years.
He nasty.
I promise you. I'm gonna look up the video. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to y'all.
So some of these people that are listed on here, this first batch of people, they have to be confirmed by the Senate. So your Mark Rubio, who was selected as Secretary of State, Kristen Noem, Homeland Security Secretary. And if you don't know who she is, this is a lady that shot her puppy because it wouldn't listen. Yeah. Then you got Matt Gaetz, Attorney General, and he was under investigation for a long time for a couple of different things. But it's interesting who he selected for his different cabinet positions. Some of these other people that are listed on here, if you just go Google Trump's picks, it'll tell you exactly who they are, what they believe in, what they've done over the years. But I think people need to really be paying attention to who these people are, because they're about to shape some things for this country for the next 4 years. So when Trump said, put that moniker out there, "Make America Great Again,"
we're going back to
did what he doing. So pay attention.
We're going back to 1955.
Say it again, Ayo. I don't think they heard you.
We're going back.
What you say, Ayo?
We're going back to the 1940s and 50s. We're going to get done any kind of way, and we ain't going to be able to protest or do nothing about it.
And I think maybe two of the biggest shockers in terms of his picks was this Thomas Homan, the border czar. He agreed with Trump first day. They rounded him up.
His name Pete Hegseth.
Pete's Heads, yeah, that's the dude from Fox News, yeah.
And then Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy were selected as Department of Government Efficiency co-head. So take a little time, look these people up. Just all you got to do is type in Trump top picks, and it'll tell you who all these people are.
He put together a supreme white superpower.
Listen, all well, yeah.
Just say it, yo.
Man, listen.
Just
When real quick, Elon Musk, who is the owner of Twitter or X, formerly known as Twitter, with freedom of speech now, like you can call somebody the N-word, hard ER on X, and it's the most toxic place you will ever want on social media since Elon Musk has taken over. So now he is the highest office in the land. He is on the team. Listen,
yeah.
I really don't think we understand what and again, this is what me and she was talking about. When you look at the map and look at all that red, the people got on cold. But like Sister Bobina says in the comments, the Most High has him in office for a reason, though. That's what we, as people of the Most High, we got to understand. That's where our mindset has to be. You know what I'm saying? It's either gonna set us back, or we're gonna either benefit, or like she said, to the victor go to spoils. We're gonna come out this thing. So we have to set our eyes on the Most High. If we don't, there will be fear, and there will be consequences from that fear. So, you know, hey, we tell you here
can't
first.
Be looking for no help, and that's been a problem for the longest since since forever. We've been trying to find help. We've been trying to overcome. We've been trying to become equals. We've been trying to look. We finna go backwards for real. And we're gonna talk more about it in the show. We about to go backwards for real. But in all honesty, there is no reason to fret. There's no reason to be afraid. There's no reason. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about this in the sense of those who believe in the system, those who voted, those people who like, I can't believe it, y'all, because now we fin. No. We're not talking like that over here.
Right.
It's just like the sister said earlier. They must then read that they're gonna be rebuilding our cities. She said something like that earlier. I'm paraphrasing.
Right.
We just getting closer to that. We going back this way, but we going forward this way. Let's let that be understood before we get into this show. Let's let that, and we cannot forget the resiliency of who we are as a people.
Right.
See, they think that
when they vote now, the whole nation is red. They think they're on code, but they don't actually know what they're on code for. They're actually fulfilling prophecy. Because there's a hidden people that is still here that never asked to be here. They always say, "Won't y'all go back there? Run me, cut the check, and we'll have
run me my check.
Run me them coins, and we'll be out."
It's gonna be interesting, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this: this next 4 years is supposed to be an eye opener. It is going to be an eye opener, real.
Indeed.
And it was for real a worse of the poison, because if that other one got in there, it'd have been retarded on a whole other side.
Whole different. Boy, you had transgender city workers, drag queens,
regular TV that become porn.
It'd been crazy. The next day, Wednesday morning, it'd have been crazy, boy. They'd have been dancing.
They'd have had a rainbow holiday on Thursdays, every Thursday.
It'd have been parades in the street.
Get your beer for rainbow colored beer for 99 cents at every Applebee's.
It's like,
y'all play too much. All right. On to the next segment, guys. This is your spot for your sports spiel. What happened in sports this week?
Hey man, I was a little slow on sports, but I do got some NFL talk. Hey, your fans got to win. Go ahead. You was about to say something. You was about to say something.
Fans finally got a wing. Father, fix it. Fans finally got a win. Tua is back from the concussion protocol. He was out since week 2. He did not retire. He is back with the Miami Dolphins quarterback. We won 20-11, I want to say 24-11 against the LA Rams in Los Angeles. Good win. We're now 3-6 on the season with the AFC. The back end of the AFC not so great. We still have a chance for the playoffs. So we'll see. But before we go home, I want to, as far as college football, Oregon State #1. They didn't move. Ohio State moved up one spot at 8-1 loss, 8 wins and 1 loss in the season. They're #2. Texas 8-1. They moved up from the 5th spot to #3. Penn State moved up from the 6th spot to #4 at 8-1. Indiana, which is a basketball school, they are undefeated at 10-0 and come in at #5. So everybody was a little.
And what conference is Indiana in?
Indiana's in the Big Ten, along with Ohio State and Penn State. So I think they do play Ohio State this coming week.
That's a game to watch.
That's a game to watch. But to round out the top 10, Tennessee for the SEC Southeastern Conference is 6, moving up from last week's spot at #7. BYU, Brigham Young University, a Jesuit university from the Big 12, is 9-0. They're at #7. Notre Dame, who we talked about last week, another Jesuit school with no conference, is at #8. Alabama is moved up from 11 to #9, and to round out the top 10, Ole Miss. So guess one school I didn't mention that's in the top 10, Georgia. They fell 9 spots from #2 as they lost against Ole Miss, and they're now at 7-2 on the season. Miami lost against Georgia Tech. They fell 8 spots to #12. So that rounds out your top 12 college football teams that's in the playoffs. But hey, you got the last 2 games, then you got conference championships coming up in a few weeks. It's about to get interesting.
This is what the people been asking for when it came to college football.
That parity.
Because right now, every game matters. Every game matters, and this is how football is supposed to be, Right. So I'm digging it, man.
Look at, and to round out the 13 through 20 in the next few weeks.
Where Colorado at?
You got Boise State at 13, SMU at 8-1 at 14, Texas A&M at 7-2 at #15, Army, which is undefeated at 16, Clemson, which is right down the street from me, they're at #17, and right there at #18, you got 7-2 Colorado, who everybody last year was like, oh, they'll win 1 game, or they only win 2 games. Deion Sanders don't know what he's doing. Boom, boom, boom. But they are right there in the Big 12 Conference Championship conversation. And if they could win out, and if Miami, Boise, SMU, Texas A&M, Clemson, they all have to win out too. Because if they lose, Colorado's just going to get bumped up. And
I was just about to say that. You got to think, Georgia. You just said Georgia dropped 9 spots
from 2.
You said Colorado was in where they at right now?
Colorado is ranked #18, and they moved
that's
up.
That's just 12. That's 6 out. That's what I'm saying. So it's plausible. Deion, man, I'm gonna tell you, boy, it is some people in the world of sports that will lose their minds if Colorado find a way to get into the playoffs, man.
If Colorado, if Deion can get them in the Big 12 championship, and if they can win these next 2 games and then win the Big 12 championship and get in that college football playoff, you think people losing sleep over Deion's success now? It would be people, like you said, losing their mind.
It'd be riots in the street.
Yeah.
Oh man, they'll be so upset and heartbroken. But again,
that's the problem with white people, is that they speak their heart too soon. When Deion went to Colorado, the way they felt about Deion, they couldn't keep it to themselves. And this is why they got to go back now and eat crow on everything that they said. Yep. What was in their heart was he gonna fail. What was in their heart was he don't know what he doing. What was in his heart was Shador is not a great quarterback and blah, blah, blah. This was what was in their heart. And they spoke out. They put all of that out. And they forget, Deion said he keep receipts. He listened to all the bull jump.
Yep.
And he keep receipts on the bull jump.
Yep.
And he regurgitate the bull junk back to them, and he'll ask them, "Hey, you remember when you said so and so?
Yep.
Do you believe now? Do you believe?" And they say, when they be talking, "I don't want to talk to you." Next question. You still don't believe?
He be like, "Man, what'd you just ask me? Man, you said last year we weren't gonna win 2 games." Next question. I'll be like, "Dang, boy."
Yes.
Yeah. But like Jamil said, it's time to put respect on Prime's name. So next few weeks, it's gonna be.
And Prime got an enforcer named Bucky.
Bucky. Come on here, Bucky.
Yes, indeed.
Bucky ain't playing with them boys.
I ain't playing. Bucky ain't playing.
Bucky ain't playing with them.
It's gonna be interesting.
It is going to be interesting, man. So yeah, there you go. Thank you, Ayo, for that sports roundup in college football. I did have some NFL talk, but we gonna keep it moving. For time's sake, we already an hour into the show. We got some stuff to talk about tonight. So
yes, we do.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna go to our first music break, and this is "Everlasting Love" by Ayo Ben Yahoo.
Ben Ayo.
Abba, I will love and exalt you forever. Your love is so amazing. Check this out. Feel like 70 degrees on my skin. Perfect. So perfect. I rejoice in your majesty. I honor you, my king. My king, my king. I keep your laws and statutes all my days. I lift your name and give you all the praise. You give me abundant life to breathe again. Still waters by the tree of life. Peace within. I seek your face as I search for you to breathe again. Everlasting love, you pour your spirit on me to breathe again. Bring me down, bring me down. Oh, everlasting love. Yeah. You pull me from the muck and miry clay. At times I deserve what I had coming for me. Alright, the pain and sin you remove. My healing you renew. Yes, you did. I'm so thankful you took the darkness out of my life. Oh, yes, you give me abundant life to breathe again. Still waters by the tree of life. Peace within. I seek your face as I search for you to breathe again. Everlasting love, you pour your spirit on me to breathe again. Oh, everlasting love. Bring me down, bring me down. Oh, everlasting love. I think you had me. Oh, everlasting love. Bring me down, bring me down. Oh, everlasting love. Fellas, let me sing it one more time. Oh, everlasting love.
Yeah. That's love. All right.
Good stuff, man. I do blew dust off of my albums. I had to go back into the classics. Exactly. Yeah.
You can never go wrong with Everlasting Love, for sure.
Indeed.
Oh, praise.
All right, guys. So, there's been a lot of talk, a lot of conversation surrounding the election. We talked about it last week because it happened. Our show just happened to pop right after the election on that Tuesday. So, people have had an opportunity to sit and meditate and ponder on what happened, and they're sitting around wondering exactly what happened. That being said, the real question is, why did people vote for Trump? For all those people who were upset that the vote didn't go their way, Kamala wasn't selected. The question was, what was the real reason people voted for Trump? So here's some of the information that I found in terms of why people said they voted for Trump, and then we're going to talk about why they actually voted for Trump. So some of the things that came up was economic policies, cost of living is too high, immigration stance, too many people coming across the border, populist appeal. Trump doesn't come across as a political establishment. He's more of an outsider. You and I talked about this earlier, Cher, that he doesn't come across as a politician. He doesn't care what he say and how he say it. If that's how he feels, that's what he's going to say. Nationalism and patriotism. Trump emphasized America first policies. Law and order, his focus on supporting law enforcement and taking a tough stance on crime. Conservative values, Christian, whatever you want to call it. Many of the conservative voters, particularly those with strong religious views, supported Trump's position on issues like abortion, religious freedom, and appointing conservative judges. Dissatisfaction with the status quo. Some voters saw Trump as a disruptor who could bring change to Washington, D.C. That remains to be seen. And then media criticism. So his favorite term, fake news. And it appealed to those who felt the media was biased against him and his supporters. So that's a lot of the reason why people voted for Trump, or at least that's what they said. But let's take a listen to what somebody actually was honest about in terms of why they voted for Trump.
Trump for one reason only. His policies, if implemented, would slow the dispossession of whites in the United States. If he were to deport all the illegal aliens, if he were to think very hard about letting in any Muslims, all of this would slow the rate at which whites are becoming a minority. Why are you so worried about the white dispossession of America? Because I want my people to survive. There's excess trade. We don't control China. We don't control any place where whites are not a majority. And if we become a minority, we will not control our own destiny anymore. Perpetuating the dispossession of white America. That is true. That is true. Would you say that you wouldn't want me in this country? At some point, when my ancestors built this nation, they did not build it with the intention of giving it away to Mexicans or Chinese or Asians or anyone.
Man. So he was quite honest about why he really voted for Trump. And I think that's the whole of it, is why most red blood white Americans voted for Trump. He was just bold enough to say it. So hearing him actually be honest about it, what are your guys' thoughts on what he actually said?
I agree wholeheartedly. When I seen that clip, I sent it to Sharon, was like, man, check this out. I think far as from a demographic, and I want to get y'all thoughts. I'm gonna be real quick. He represents the 55 through 90, 60, 65 through 90. That's what you got to understand. If you're that gentleman is probably maybe 70, 72, between 70 and 75. He's around Donald Trump's age, or a closer, maybe Joe Biden's age. So look at what they've seen since they were little, how they grew up. How many elections have he voted in? Ronald Reagan years, Bill Clinton years. So again, that's my take. But the biggest demographic that got it messed up and the people voted for Trump was the Democrats. They just messed up. Too far left, out of touch. That's you just got the bite. It is what it is. Those old politics are not working no more. It's just you're out of touch. You too far left on different topics, and the economy, abortion rights, like all those were important to people, and you were off base. But I think he hit it on the head. That's what's at stake. That's what's there on code. You see all that red? You got California blue and a couple other places blue, but the whole nation was almost red. They got in that booth and got on code because, in my opinion, he is right. But most importantly, the Democrats, the left side, they just got it. They just got beat. Plain and simple. 15 million less people didn't vote that voted for Biden. 15 million. She didn't get those votes. 15 million people, y'all.
A lot.
That's a lot.
I believe that what he said, real how majority of America feel, whether they even know it or not.
Absolutely.
The left moved too fast in what it was that they was doing.
Absolutely.
Like when Ayob say that they went too far left, the world is going that way regardless.
Yep.
Because it's a motion that's been put in place that cannot be stopped. They was just moving too fast. And that age group that he is in, what's that, the baby boomers?
Yep.
That age group that he is in, they still alive.
Yep.
And they know what this country was built to be.
Yep.
And when they wake up in the morning and they look around, they're not seeing America.
Right. Right.
They're not feeling this LGBTQ stuff. They're not feeling this woman power empowerment stuff. They not feeling this all of these immigrants coming over here doing. They did not build America for that.
Yep.
And people like him is not afraid to speak his truth. And I was talking to you, but not, and I know a lot of people wouldn't agree with me when I say this, but I don't blame them. You can't blame them because they literally stole this place and they stole us, and they never intended for us to be in the position that we are in. So all they trying to do is hold on to what it is that they grab. Now, do I agree with their treatment of others? Absolutely not. We were sent here as a punishment, but they went absolutely too far with what it is that they did, okay, and how they treat us, right?
Yep.
Absolutely too far. But America is not America. And when you look at Trump represents that demographic. And what he is about to do in his next 4 years, you and I was talking about this, Ayob, us too, but not. He is about to give rap. When he say make America great again, he's taking it back to the 50s for real, people.
Yep.
He is about to give rap to those old white men.
Yep.
He about to give them power again. And when he walk up out of there in 4 years, it's gonna be up to them to try to maintain it. But he gonna give it to him.
There you go.
He gonna give it to him.
Great point.
Agreed. You know, I watched or listened to a little bit of The View the other day, and one of the things that I heard was Sonny Hostin. She is not one of my favorite people. In fact, she is probably my least favorite person. And I don't really watch that show. I used to years ago, watch it religiously. And then, you know, as information started coming out and I started learning more, I just realized what kind of people they are on that show. But having said that, one of the things that Sonny Hostin said that I believe resonates with the Democratic Party that makes them tone deaf, which is how they missed the mark on this to begin with, is she was so upset at the fact that Trump won and the people who voted for Trump. She kept saying they need to do some introspection. They need to look at themselves. They need to figure out, why they chose to vote for Trump. And, they need to take a look within themselves, because the fact that they chose to vote for him is absolutely ridiculous. Well, no, what's ridiculous is the fact that people who know who Trump is, know what he represents, know what he stands for, knows all the rhetoric that he spewed, and they still chose to vote for him anyway. That's what Democrats need to take a look at. The political party, not the people who voted for Trump. It's the people who voted for Kamala that need to take a look at themselves and figure out what is it that we did so wrong over here. And again, I'm not a political person, but what is it that we did so wrong over here that nothing we said or did mattered, and they still chose to vote for somebody who they're calling racist, a misogynist, a devil, all the things that they said about him, and that many people still chose to vote for him. So with that being said, they need to take a look at the Democratic Party and figure out where they went wrong. Because at the end of the day, there were a lot of things that they did or did not talk about that did not resonate with most of the voters. They didn't talk about the economics. What was Kamala's economic policies?
We don't know.
She was supposed to be the border czar. What did she do with the border while she was there?
That person he got now that's going to control.
He's sending everybody back. He's finna really do it.
He's finna
do it.
So that being said, I just thought that was really interesting that so many people were so upset and so disenchanted with the fact that Trump won. Well, Kamala didn't do what she needed to do when she got in a position to be selected. She spent all of her time talking about what type of person Trump is. They already know that.
I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and y'all in the chat, if y'all want to put something in on what y'all think about it as well. I haven't fact checked this yet at all. She raised billions. She outraised Trump by a lot. And I heard that she is 20 million in the hole. That's what I got to fact check. I don't know. Is that true?
I heard. No, I'm saying I heard that too. I heard that as well.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not. Yeah. But look at her campaign run. I think it's real belittling, for real, the way she ran her campaign. She brought everybody out there on the stage except for Sexy Red. This is who she was. It's like, I'm not going to talk policies because y'all don't need to hear that. She can't talk policies. Yeah, she can't, but I'm just saying because y'all don't need to. But this is what I'm going to give you Beyonce on the stage. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just to go and go over her on, what's the name of that podcast? It's like a podcast with females. It's like a sex podcast. I can't think of the name of it. But she went over there and talked with them, and she went on a night show and drank beer. I think it's real belittling how she ran her campaign because she didn't talk, like you said. What is her economic policy? What she was asked on that retarded show, The View, is there anything different that Biden did that you wouldn't? She said absolutely nothing. I agree with everything. It's like
she said she couldn't think of anything.
She couldn't think of anything. Exactly. It's like, man, who are we that you don't think that we need to know some realness?
Yeah, but to be fair, that 107 days, it's not.
I agree.
Lot of time.
It's not a lot of time.
No, not a lot of time.
No. And Biden set her up for failure.
Right, and that's my point. She was set up for failure from the jump because 107 days is not enough time behind the scenes to get a policy and run on it and recite it, because the media is going to try to trip you up with questions. So I don't think she had enough time to really hit it and recite it. So when she was tripped up by questions, she could stay on base, because all they have to do is take a sound bite out of one question and say, you sound different than last week's with Fox News. What's the deal with that? You said this on Fox News on the 23rd of October. Then on the 29th, you said something totally different on CNN. And I think that's that was part of
she spent all her time campaigning,
right, and
on the campaign trail,
and that's why them 15 milli was like, I'll just sit this one out. I'm just not gonna vote, period. Because with those 15 million people, she'll probably win Pennsylvania, Ohio, Florida, and that it would have been interesting if she could have got 3 North Carolina. So Arizona. That's what I'm saying. I think those 15 million was like, look, okay, people say he's not a career politician, but he took home classified documents, bro. You part of it now. As we just
he's a politician now.
He's a politician now.
And I think
with that stuff, everything that Banoff laid out, that why people didn't or did vote, I think people was like, you know what? I'll just have to swallow that January 6th. I'll just have to swallow the way he is and put my vote for him.
Yeah.
Because the Democrats, they just out of touch, man. They
are very out of touch, man.
Like she said, too fast. Y'all ran out too fast and
went way too far.
Yeah.
So speaking of going too far, so mass deportations are on the horizon. But having said that, there is this fear that mass deportations would disrupt the food chain. So Californians started talking about and trying to warn what could happen with these mass deportations. So California's agriculture sector, which produces a substantial portion of the U.S.'s fruits, nuts, and vegetables, relies heavily on immigrant labor, many of whom are undocumented. Approximately 70% of farm workers in parts of California lack legal status, according to various advocates. Former President Donald Trump's plan, and about to be president again, to deport millions of undocumented immigrants could disrupt this essential labor force, leading to food shortages, increased prices, and economic repercussions. Experts like Anna Padilla and Edward Flores highlight that without undocumented labor, the U.S. food supply would struggle to meet current demands, potentially driving up reliance on imports and prices of staples. Farm workers face hazardous conditions, low wages, and limited labor protections, often performing jobs that the U.S. citizens are reluctant to take. Advocates argue that mass deportation threats are intended to discourage labor organizing and maintaining vulnerable workforces. So based on what they're saying in Project 2025, they're proposing to reduce visas and prioritizing American workers. So at the end of the day, while mass deportation is, coded as being problematic for the farm workers, if it's going to allow more Americans to have jobs and paying Americans, because let's be honest, immigrants typically will take lesser pay.
Yep.
I think it's more along the lines of fear mongering. Do we really think that this is going to be an issue for American in terms of food? Do you think we're not going to be able to farm food because they're
going to form, and it probably be an issue slightly at the beginning because they're going to have to catch up to, because he's going to get them jokers up out of here.
Yeah,
right.
They go back to what you just said, the farmers now. This is the MO of America, which is get something for nothing. They started out with us as slaves. Ain't nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the construction business, so I've been seeing illegal immigrants working over here, taking jobs here in the South. Like, you can't find a black all white sheetrocker here. I was shocked. Up north, you got black sheetrockers up in Chicago and Detroit. I did not even know they existed because of
what's
living down here. You got black people that do cement work up north.
Yeah.
They don't do that type of work down here.
Right.
And the ones that do it, they do it very well. I'm talking, they are good. I don't know if you ever seen sheetrockers, but they be doing it. But they are not paying those boys what they worth. So what's going to happen is, we probably suffer a little bit, but it'll catch up. And what's going to happen is, these are jobs. Ayob said it best earlier. I think that was Ayob when you said he don't say things the correct way. You was talking about how Trump say things. Did you say that earlier, or was that Banat that said that? Somebody said it. Yeah, he don't say things correct. He don't. That brother said they taking black jobs. Damn right. I see it with my eyes. Black jobs are being taken. However you want to take it, however you want to spin it.
Right.
Black jobs are being taken by people who are over here illegally. At the end of the day, they don't belong over here. So if they work and get money, we paying for that, they stealing.
Well, then they also get a certain number of benefits. They are afforded an opportunity for benefits that taxpayers have to pay so that they can be supported.
Right.
So it's happened twofold. They're paying these workers less money because they're taking the jobs that nobody else is going to take because you know, a job that should be paying $16 an hour, you can pay this person $12 an hour because they're going to take it. They want the work, right?
Right.
They want the work. And then if your family is struggling to make ends meet, you can go qualify for assistance.
Right.
And the taxpayers are paying for that. So, yeah, it's twofold.
Yeah. I just want to read something real quick to land back off both of the conversation we're having. The Guardian article, this is what it said, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the USDA, about half of the country's 2.4 million agricultural farm workers do not have legal status in the U.S. But farm worker advocates say the number is much higher in places like California, where it can be as high as 70% in some areas. So like Cher said, that's at the first 8 months to a year. Yeah, we're going to take a hit. Fruit prices, nuts, veggies will be a little bit higher because you're going to have to pay the companies shipping these things to Walmart, Piggly Wiggly, all these stores. They're going to have to offset what they're paying. Like y'all just mentioned, you're going to go from 11, 12 bucks an hour to 16 through 20 or 22 because now us are in the positions and not them. They're going to be getting shipped out. But over time, you will see it get back to normal and be even lower. So not too much of a concern, but we will feel the pinch at first. But as the incoming Trump administration, listen, like she said, my wife can vouch for this. We were in my hometown, a little small football town, a couple weeks ago, back in North Carolina. It looks a lot different, y'all. All I seen when we was there in every gas station, it's them. I'm just saying. That's all I saw. I was like, wow, it is nothing but Latino immigrants here. That's all I seen. Cutting grass. The hotel we stayed in, we woke up that morning. Guess who was working on renovating the hotel? Them. So like Cher said, sheetrock. If you are black sheetrock and you doing the job for 25 grand, you have to move up north because now that job is being taken because somebody, a Latino, can do it for 13 grand, a whole $8,000 cheaper, and
do a damn good job.
Do a good job. Yep. So you can't blame for the work they do. However, like I said before, and this is my last point, y'all got a land, y'all got a country. We over here, we don't. If they say, hey, we wouldn't know where in Africa to actually go. We would go to West Africa or whatever, but y'all have a land named Mexico. Like I don't understand. Like I don't understand. Like, but so you come here illegally and then you get these jobs, and then we're out of jobs. So yeah, I just think there's no cause for high concern at first, but I think the incoming Trump administration, if this plan don't work out, then you'll have an issue.
But I think it's gonna work out because those farmers are they not gonna shut down farming.
They can't,
and they not gonna go out there and do it themselves.
Right.
This is going to force them to see. This is okay. Out of all the gloom that we talking about up under the Trump administration, we gonna take a lick. Understand that.
Yeah.
But there is going to be some good come out of it as well. There is going to be some good come out of going back to the 50s, y'all. And this is going to be one of it. It's going to force these farmers to pay people what they are worth.
They worth.
For years, they have not had to pay us what we are worth because you got an illegal over here that need to work. And they know that.
And willing to do the job.
And willing to do less. Ride by any Home Depot. You got about 50 of them jokers out there every morning. I be seeing them out there with their own battery operated edges. Got an edger and one battery and no charger. I don't know how many yards he gonna edge, but You know what I'm
But
saying?
he gonna get the job done.
He gonna get the job done. So this is gonna force them to pay Americans what we are worth, man. Look,
right.
Yo, you said something yesterday when we was talking that I didn't even think about. Okay, baby. You said it costs millions, billions to get them over here. It's gonna cost billions to get them out. So that's another hit we gonna take. You know what I'm saying? But these are hits that I feel like, in my opinion, are worth it, man. They need to go. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So more on Trump and what he plans to do. So you know, he has this huge narrative about police reform, you know, under what Biden put out his executive order in 2022. So he is largely focused on supporting tougher policing and law and order stance rather than pursuing police reform. His proposed policies include repealing President's 2022 executive order that aimed to limit certain police tactics, such as chokeholds and implementing harsher sentences. Trump's campaign has signaled support for increased police militarization and force against protesters, framing these measures as essential for public safety. So what would this look like under Trump? What do you think this is going to happen with policing under a Trump regime?
Go ahead, yo. What you think?
I think what we've been seeing from Breonna Taylor and Philando Castile and George Floyd, I just think it's I agree. It's about to get crazy. I think it's going to be a lot more of what we've seen, but what Donald Trump and what his administration is suggesting is that loosen the belt on the training and just letting the police. Johnny Johnson says the Wild Wild West. I agree, because what that's going to do is it's a mental thing for the police. Oh, now we've seen with Botham Jean, old girl, she tried to get an appeal. Amber Geiger, she was denied. Breonna Taylor, her assailant just got time. You're going to see that drop off. And like I said, to wrap up my point, part of this conversation, the mental aspect, they're going to say, oh, I can pull somebody over, and if they so-called flinch, I'm going to just go in, and I ain't got to worry about all that's going to happen to me is get taken to the station, going to write up the report just for report's sake. You won't be charged. You'll be released. Take a few days off, paid leave, get your mind right, come back to work next week, fresh start. That's all that's going to happen. With now, you could be, if something go down, just like with Sonia Massey, the cop is subject to being charged. No. You ain't just going home with a report. You getting arrested. We're going to set you a bail at $1 million. See, that's what's happening now. But with this reform, it could be that the reins are released, nothing but a report. And what that's going to do, that's going to make us carry even more. That's going to make us like, all right, this, I get pulled over for a busted tail light. He might shoot me. Just busting. Just because in our mind, just like their minds, they're able to be just do at will, then we, being police, we may not stand for that. So again, just like Johnny Johnson just said, the Wild Wild West, in my opinion, I think this could really be something, and we need to keep our eyes on this, because the Supreme Court passing laws, Congress, Republican, Donald Trump is in office, and he does have the Senate and the House. They got a majority now. They have a majority, folks. So this could be something. I just, in my opinion, this could be. I don't know. What you think?
I think this one of these licks we're gonna get. This is definitely one of the licks that we're going to get. This is going to be this is an L for us as a people.
Yep.
But at the same time, you know how optimistic I am about stuff. You're gonna have them bonehead police that's gonna come out and they're gonna feel like, oh, Trump is in the office and we got qualified immunity on 2.0 now, right?
Yep.
Like, you're gonna have to understand. Down here in the South, there's a lot of us in the South.
That's what I'm saying, boy.
If it go the way we see it going, if it goes the way that we see it going, it's gonna have to come to a stop one way or the other.
Well, yep.
Because this the thing. I don't care how scary the coward is. You keep messing with the coward, he gonna fight back at some point.
Yep.
Even though we saying this administration is gonna take us back to the 50s, it's not the 50s. And our mentality
It's very different.
is very different from those that are in the 50s.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So what you gonna do is you gonna rouse a lion if you get to acting like that. So it's to me, I'm gonna be honest with you. At some point, it's gonna balance itself out, and we probably get respect.
Right.
They probably now start coming up to us with a little bit more respect after a certain time. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
By nature, we can do this. This is what we gonna do. But by nature, this is what you doing. This is what we gonna do.
Right.
So it's gonna balance itself out.
Right.
I think it's gonna balance itself out. You dig what I'm saying? It might be some bloodshed, but it'll balance itself out.
And that's what I'm saying. Johnny Johnson was saying the Wild Wild West. Like I said, if I'm driving no license with a busted tail light and I live in the hood and I see 2 cop cars get behind me not having the mentality of the 40s and 50s, docile, me having to be able to carry, if they chase me, guess what? I'm dumping.
Yeah.
And if I hit 3 or 4 of them and put 2 in the hospital, and like you said, people may be like, oh, okay, these boys ain't playing.
Right.
They're not going down easy.
Right.
So, that's the same. Yeah. That's exactly what I was saying. Their mentality is going to be on the rise, but ours will also.
Yeah, we ain't doing no Martin Luther the Kings around here.
Right. We're gonna be.
You got more Malcolm X.
You got a whole lot of more Malcolm X's around here. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's gonna be a fight. So
it will be a fight. You talking about a war? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this is the thing too. I truly, one of the things I really want us to get from this episode tonight is that we're going backwards, but I don't think that we as a people is going to get the blunt of this administration. LGBTQ, they gonna get a blunt. It's gonna hurt them hard. Immigrants, it's gonna hurt them hard. Believe it or not, it's gonna hurt white women harder than it's gonna hurt us.
Right.
We gonna get a big chunk. We gonna get hit upside our head. But look, how long have we been over here? Over 400 years.
Yeah.
How long have we been getting hit upside our head? Over 400 years. How long have we overcame? Over 400 years. We are the most resilient people in all of Earth. There is nothing, when you start understanding who you are and what you are, we made in the image of the Most High.
Come on, man.
There is nothing that dude can do to us to break us. This is not a time of fear. This is just a time of being wise. Understand that. Do not operate out of fear.
Come on. And they may not be thinking like that. They may be like, oh, we about to drop the hammer down. When as a people, we be like, boy, we ain't the same as the 40s.
We ain't the same. They're not like us.
It's a different time.
Yeah.
I told you, you chase me in the hood and I get the dumping and hit all 5 of y'all chasing me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a different conversation.
There's a whole lot of Nat Turners running around here.
Right. Right.
There's a lot of Nat Turners walking around here.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take our second music break, and this is Praise to the Most High by Minister Michael North.
Hold up, one more thing before you go. This might be a good thing, too, for us as a people, because now we can turn our attention on them and stop hating on our brothers as well, man.
Come on.
Just got to put that out there.
That's powerful.
I
been working hard, I've been in overgrind. I did some overtime just so we can all shine. Celebration, elevation. If we put our minds together, can conquer a nation. Elimination is needed on this journey. Toast to the good life, give praise to the most high. Yes, you made it, graduated, stay consistent, that made you famous. Celebration.
All praise to the Most High. He has given us new life, so seek His face, He'll give you grace. Bless His name and celebrate. Seek His face, He'll give you grace. Bless His name and celebrate. We celebrate.
First Chronicles 16, 8 through 10. Give thanks unto the Lord, call upon His name, make known His deeds among the people. Sing unto Him, sing songs to Him, talk of all His wondrous works. Glory in His holy name. Let the world know and rejoice that seek the Most High. Yeah, happy are the people that live by integrity, obeying the commandments of the Most High. Devil, get behind me. I don't compromise. It's a celebration, the people of a nation. Righteousness, turning our face to holiness. Corruptible, putting on the incorruptible. His grace, take us to a better place. Praise Him on the earth like it is in the heavens. Thy kingdom will come, the begotten Son. Lamb has prevailed, it's finished, it's done. Coming from the east, west, south, and north. Inside of us, we got the power. We got the power. Inside of us is the power. Well, let's celebrate. Come on, let's celebrate. Let's go!
All praise to the Most High. He has given us new life, so seek His face, He'll give you grace. Bless His name and celebrate. Seek His face, He'll give you grace. Bless His name and celebrate. We celebrate Him.
Yeah, that's a great celebration that's going down
We celebrate
to the Most
Him.
High, for He has given us a new
We
life.
celebrate Him.
Celebrate. Turn your face. It's
We
going down.
celebrate Him.
Yeah, Minister Michael
And we're
Norman,
back.
he'll be on here Sunday, 7 p.m. on the R&B Hook. Minister Michael Norman.
That show, hey, I'm gonna miss that show.
No, man, it's gonna be a good one. Gonna be a good
Yo,
one. You
All right.
gonna miss it, man.
I just wanted to make a quick mention. We're going to jump to the Beyond Critical Race Theory, but before I jump to that, I just wanted to throw this out there. I'm not sure how many people actually had an opportunity to hear this, but for those of you who haven't heard, Mattel made a huge mistake.
don't call it a mistake. There wasn't no mistake.
Well, they had a huge snafu,
Yeah.
and they put out one of their dolls. I don't know, for those of you who have or have not seen the play Wicked, is based off of the movie Wizard of Oz. This is the Broadway adaptation. Well, it's coming to theaters. Anyway, they put out this these dolls, and if you can see here where it says www.wicked.com, it was supposed to say something else, and I had it written down what it was actually supposed to say, but Wicked.com is a porn site. So imagine being a parent and your child is going to the website so they could go look up or get points or whatever it is that they wanted to get, and you got all kinds of stuff popping up on the screen that shouldn't be popping up on the screen. I imagine this was probably traumatizing to some children who pulled this up, and Shaka Boom said it. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Yep.
I don't disagree with that, but that being said, make sure you pay attention to your children's products that are coming in, because there's a lot of stuff. We already know Disney is wicked to begin with, but there's a lot of stuff that's coming down the pipe that they're claiming are accidents, but they're not really accidents. They're grooming these children. All right. So, Ayo, it's on you, buddy.
Oh man, Beyond Critical Race Theory, Beyond Critical Race Facts, one of my favorite times of the show. And we're going to venture into the classroom today and learn about a young lady that I have never heard of. And it was a pleasure to learn a little bit about Miss Annie Minerva Turnbow Malone. Say that fast 5 times.
Man,
Annie
I can't say it slow.
Turnbow Malone. Now, what's interesting in this first paragraph, you're going to learn something that I was like, wow, I was blown away because the name I'm going to mention, we hear about her all the time. But check this out. Annie Minerva Turnbull Malone was the first so-called black female millionaire with a reported 14 million in assets generated from her beauty and cosmetics company in 1920. Here's the name. She employed and hired Madam C.J. Walker. We all know who Madam C.J. Walker was, but we never heard of her employer. Crazy. Annie Malone was a chemist, entrepreneur, philanthropist, and educator, and lived up until the grand age of 87. In the 1900s, Annie moved with her older siblings to Lovejoy, now known as Brooklyn, Illinois. While experimenting with hair and different hair care products, she developed and manufactured her own line of non-damaging hair straighteners, special oils, and hair stimulant products for so-called black women. She named her new product Wonderful Hair Grower. To promote her new product, Turnbull sold the Wonderful Hair Grower door to door. Her products and sales began to revolutionize hair care methods for all so-called black Americans. In 1902, Turnbull moved to a thriving St. Louis where she and 3 employees sold her hair care products door to door. As part of her marketing, she gave away free treatments to attract more customers. Due to the high demand for her product in St. Louis, she opened her first shop in 1902 at 2223 Market Street. She also launched a wide advertising campaign in the black press, held news conferences, toured many southern states, and recruited many women whom she trained to sell her products. One of her selling agents, Sarah Breedlove Davis, later known as Madam C.J. Walker, operated first in St. Louis and later in Denver, Colorado, until a disagreement led Walker to leave the company. Walker allegedly took the original Poro formula and created her own brand of it. This is disputed. This development was one of the reasons which led then Turnbull to copyright her products under the name Poro because of what she called fraudulent imitations and to discourage counterfeit versions. Poro may have received this name from a Mende word for devotional society, or it may be a combination of the married names of Annie Pope and her sister Laura Roberts. Due to the growth of her business in 1910, Turnbull moved to a larger facility on 3100 Pine Street. In 1917, Malone opened the Poro College in St. Louis, the first institution devoted to the study and teaching of black cosmetology. Who had over 75,000 trained agents worldwide. Even Madam C.J. Walker once worked as one of Malone's Poro agents. By the 1920s, Malone was a multimillionaire and deeply ingrained in philanthropy. She served on the board of the St. Louis Colored Orphans Home and financed 2 full-time scholarships for at each historically black college or university in the country. She also made a $25,000 donation to help build the St. Louis YWCA of color. So that's it. Miss Turnbull. What a name. What a lady. I never heard of her. Always heard of Madam C.J. Walker, but I fell upon that. Was like, wow.
You know, they had a whole series on Netflix about Madam C.J. Walker, and her name never came up.
That's crazy.
I just went to go look up Madam C.J. Walker, and that's when I said, "Oh, that's the chick that they did the series on Netflix." Yeah.
So yeah, there you have it, Miss Turnbull, Miss Annie Minerva Turnbull Malone. What a lady! First black female millionaire, 1920. That says a lot.
Yeah. That's insane to be a millionaire and black in the 20s.
Man.
Your mom mentioned something, the same thing that I thought about when he said that she went door to door selling her products. She said that's that old school marketing. They go to show you that real talk, we not as dependent on this internet and technology stuff as they make us.
Right.
I mean, Look, Ayo did a whole show on the dude that grew potatoes, and he selling so many potatoes that they built a railroad next to his house. So wasn't no internet back then.
Right.
He just this lady here got worldwide recognition. Ain't no how she being known worldwide. Look,
that's right.
They make us dependent on their technology.
Yep.
The work to get done without it. Our elders showed that it can, man. That's a remarkable story.
Yep.
And
it is. And just like without internet, I tell a lot of young cats who say, "Hey man, I just making music. I want a record deal." I'm like, bro, you was born with a distribution. They be like, what you mean? Your hands and your feet. If your next door neighbor ain't got your record, then there's no record company that's going to give you thousands of millions of dollars if the person down the street don't have it. So door-to-door marketing, old school marketing, without the internet, that's where it's at, man.
Too Short started selling cassettes out the back of his trunk.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at.
Sorry. Yeah. That was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Man, she's actually a billionaire.
I like to hear about us making money.
She was 14 million in the 20s.
In the 20s, that's you gotta that's billionaire status.
Yeah, that's billionaire status.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
All right. So for this last one, y'all, so a couple besides some of the other insane stuff we've heard, there were two major insane things that came out after this Trump win. One of them was his blue friendship bracelet movement. And basically it is supposed to be white women who were sharing their solidarity with Black women by wearing a blue friendship bracelet to say that they didn't vote for Trump. Some people thought it was great. Other people, I guess the other half of the Black women who didn't think it was so great, really thought it was more of a joke and ineffective, absolutely ridiculous. And then even though, we're talking about this blue bracelet movement, there was also another movement that came out, and I think you told me this was Sheer, that these women were saying that since Trump won, they were going to stop having intercourse with their spouses. I got no words for that one. I absolutely have no words for that. That was insane to me. I thought you were joking when you first said that, and I saw it somewhere, and I was like, "Oh, he was for real."
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think about this blue bracelet movement in solidarity for Black women?
I think the blue matches the tears they've been crying. So have at it. If that's how y'all feel is gonna make y'all feel better and band in solidarity to let people know how you voted, you're defeating the purpose. Like we said before, this should be a reality check. As Democrats, as liberal or left or whatever y'all call yourselves, what did we miss to get the brakes beat off of us in this election? Stop talking about the other side and what they not doing and what did that blue should symbolize and should say, what did we miss this election? How can we be better? Look in the mirror. It ain't everybody else's fault. That's what the blue or the bracelet should represent, not banding in solidarity to make sure that's what's wrong with us now. You band together on bad topics and toxicity. That's guess what? It's gonna be the same results. Y'all are gonna be quiet the next 2 years. Then the primary is gonna come. You're gonna get the brakes beat off of you again, and the House and the Senate gonna be Republican majority. Then when it's time to campaign for 2028, it's gonna be the same stuff over there. It's just perpetual. So I think it's crazy.
Right now, the Democrat Party is in a shambles. And we talking about Trump's cabinet, and it just came to me. That brother showing strength, man. Y'all say what y'all want to say, and I know Ayo can agree with me on this, especially with him being a football player. If you going in a battle, you want to go in a battle with somebody who you know is not afraid to fight. And you look at Trump. He is that cat. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not a Trump supporter, but this is what most of America was looking at. I was telling my wife, I remember when that brother got COVID. Y'all remember when he came back, that brother was standing up there. He could hardly breathe, but that brother was, he was standing up. Think about when he just got shot in the ear. What was the first thing he did? You know what I'm saying?
Fist up.
You know, these are signs of strength. And so, you know, these American people is looking at that, and you got these blue bracelets for white women saying we standing with black people. There's two things with that. One is that they are compounding the fear that they already have and the anger that they have that they didn't win. That's one thing that they're doing with that. And the second thing, I was telling Ayo that right now with black people, talking about the black people that care, that feel like they got a dog in the fight. You heard what I said, they feel like they do, because really don't, okay? But they feel like they do. So much to the point that they lost sleep over this, and some of them didn't go to work and lost friends. And don't you know relationships are broken up too over this election, man? People are for real. Yeah, this has been crazy.
Yep.
What they really need to do right now is just turn their TVs off. They need to stop watching the news. They need to get off of social media. What they need to do is they need to detoxify themselves right now, because right now, what we done had in the last 170 days is a lot of toxic. How do you say it?
Toxicity.
There you go. Thank both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? that has been put upon our people. And our people, we need to stop buying into this stuff, man. Look.
Yeah.
What do marketers do? What is a marketer's job? It's to market a product.
Correct.
There are people that are put in position that their job is to market BS, manure, cow manure. And the majority of the world is buying the cow manure that they're selling. That's what we're looking at. Don't nobody give a dadgum about no blue bracelet.
For real.
Yeah, well, when I heard about the blue bracelet movement, I don't even remember. I forgot where I heard it. When I heard it, I was like, "What is that?" I was so confused. And then when I went and looked it up, I said, "Are you kidding me? They really, for real, we'll put out a movement about anything, won't we?"
Everything. They done went from Chucks and Pearls to blue bracelets. Y'all crazy.
Man, look at here. The Chucks and Pearls didn't do nothing for y'all.
Right.
The
Exactly.
blue bracelets are going to do even less.
Next
who
week
cares?
it'll be pink hats or something crazy.
Look, he in the office now. Y'all better you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to be done with. Yeah, exactly.
Strap in.
Hey.
Turn off the news, like you said. Turn off the news, get all that toxicity out, and learn how to be better. And say, look, we lost this thing because of us. We can't be doing this for the next 4 years.
Go take a good BM and clean yourself out, and everything will be all right tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They need a good cleanse.
They need a good cleanse.
Yeah, cleanse. That's what I said on my live the other week. I did one after the election. I was like, man, y'all are losing relationships and all this crying and breaking up, and I'm like, man,
like I have seen some posts on Facebook where people were going in about, if you chose to vote for Trump, we are no longer friends. You can't be talking in my. I mean, I'm talking hardcore.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Relationship is over because somebody had a different political view than you. At the end of the day, it's like the conversation you and I had, Cher. Whatever your, not even political affiliation, whatever your moral and ethical beliefs and standards were, that's who you chose to vote for. If you are pro LGBT plus community, you voted for Harris. If you are against abortion, you voted for Trump. And that's really what it boiled down to. These are, brass knuckles. This is where I stand, and this is where I stand. And if that's who you chose to vote for, then so be it. Mm-hmm. How come your friendship was that before these people got into office?
Thank you.
If you're choosing for your friendship to be over as a result of who's in office, were you really friends to begin with?
Thank you. There's no way.
They letting the media dictate their lives out.
And how they
And we
think.
getting farther and farther. Yeah.
Again, everything now is emotional, emotional and hyper emotionalism. A vote, everything. The worst thing to do on the internet these days is hurt somebody's feelings. You can be friends for 30 years.
Cancel
get your
culture.
feelings hurt. Yeah, get cancel culture. Now you cancel.
Yep. They done took that cancel culture to a whole new extreme.
This generation couldn't have made it when we came up.
Man, what you talking?
Oh my gosh, boy.
Yeah, so hey, that's the show tonight. We thank everybody that hung out with us.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, this is some good stuff, man. Good dialogue. Good dialogue.
Good conversation. Great conversation.
And hopefully next week we won't be so heavy into the politics, but you know, that's what's happening right now. So we felt like it was worthy of putting out there to you guys. But more than anything else, if you had a bad day, if your day didn't go quite the way you thought it was supposed to go, your boss got on your nerves, your spouse got on your nerves, if this next little piece I'm about to play does not lighten your mood, there is nothing for you. You need to go to bed and just wake up and try again tomorrow.
You gonna brighten some days.
I'm about to brighten some days. I know mine was
brighten them up.
You did. You smiled. You smiled hard. He said, "I heard it."
Here we go.
Where's that?
Indeed.
Love it, man. I love dude.